Line Media presents Business First.
Hi, all, and welcome to a new edition of Business First with Sonia Alleyne. I am your host, and today we are talking to a really dynamic woman who's doing some important work in child care development, as well as pursuing her creative talents as a musician and singer. And so I'd like to introduce you to Tanya Nolan, because the question we all would want to know is, how does she get all of this done? Welcome, Tanya.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Glad you're here. That is my number one question. I've gone on the website and looked at your child care center, all of the things that you're doing there, and I spent some time listening to your music on YouTube, which is incredible. The videos are beautiful, the songs are beautiful, the imagery, all the images that you showcase are all beautiful. We're going to do a deep dive into all of that, but I want to know, like, how do you get all of that done?
Discipline, strategy, structure, just organizing.
So just the basic traditional ways of just maintaining, being disciplined, right?
That is correct.
A lot of times, and I've heard this, all my life because I'm a creative as well. And I like to have my hands in a lot of different things. And people always say, Sonia, focus on one thing at a time. And so what would you advise to someone like me and others listening who are creatives, like to do a lot of different things? Because you're doing both so well.
Thank you. Well, we all have 24 hours in a day. It is really important that you get your rest so you can go hard when it's necessary to go hard. So basically, I plan my day the night before, so I'm not so scattered. I've made that a habit, and it works for me.
So let's start with the music. You have we're going to talk about your history and how you decided to do this. But I know you have a new single out
I
called "Good
do.
Woman" that
Yeah.
just released. What is your inspiration for the music that you write?
Life, everything that I go through, I don't mind sharing it with the world. So I choose to put it through my lyrics. Is really not a lie. You may expect me to say it, like, it's really that simple. I write about the things that I experience, and I'm hoping that it touches other people through my music, my
So then
experience.
I would say that you experience deeply then. Like
I
you're not just
do.
kind of coasting through life. Like you examine things and you're living through things because the music, the lyrics, the scenarios are
Mhm.
they're about love, they're about intimacy, they're about passion. So I would imagine then that you're really passionate about how you live your life.
I am. I am. I try to take pleasure in everything, even the simplest of things. So I take pleasure in it, especially when it comes to my writing, especially when it comes to music. I try not to be influenced by others because I rather just do me. There's only one you, so I don't want to be like anyone else. So when it comes to my music, it is really Tanya Nolan. No other influences.
So I imagine you've been singing for a long time. Probably as a child, you discovered this gift. What was it that made you decide? We live in an age, which is wonderful now, where we can create our own music. We can put it out. We don't have to go to any gatekeepers to decide or tell us how we need to structure our creative selves. When did you decide that I'm going to really put myself? I'm not just going to do this as a hobby. I'm really going to put myself out there as a singer.
Oh, that's a challenging question. It just happened. I did not know that I could sing. Had no idea that this was something I was going to do. I needed to make some extra money. I was 15 years old. My mother raised three girls. I'm the oldest. And I got the newspaper. We always had the newspaper in the house. And I looked in the ads, one ads, and it was a guy named Della, Willie Turner from the Down Earth Band looking for a female vocalist. So I called him. I auditioned over the phone in the bathroom. I remember this. I just don't remember which song I was singing. Over the phone, he asked me my age. I told him 15 years old. He needs to speak to my mother. She took me to the audition, and it started from there. I did not know that I can sing. I've never had any vocal training whatsoever.
Did you ever work in a band, or did you
Yes,
ever work
it's a
with?
band.
Okay.
The name of the band was Down to Earth. So it was multiple bands, Down to Earth, Solution Band, and it was different bands. And as I got older, I decided to start my own band. I went by the name of QT. Okay, and then I said, you know what? Let me use my government name. And I think I was in my early 20s, and I've had my own band since then. And so after that, I started recording in different studios around the area, my areas, and took a break from that. And then I moved on to other things. And then I came back to that recently.
Because you started a whole other career
Did.
as a in childcare development. Your facility is AWW, better, is it three W's or two W's?
It's two W's.
WW, Better Child Care Center. And so
That
how
is
did you
right.
come up with that name?
Well, I can tell you how I came up with that name, but that is not my first facility. My first facility is Nolan's Child Care Center, LLC, which is located in Galveston, Texas, and I've had that one for over 15 years. After that, then I came with Better Child Care Center, basically because it starts with an A, and I'm in competition. So when you're Googling for child care centers, first letter in the alphabet.
Okay, very good. Um, and what would you say is, do you offer a lot through this? I haven't been on the other website, but the Better Child Care Center, the website is just, and I haven't been on a lot. My children are grown, so I haven't looked at child care centers in a long time. But I don't remember them being as exciting and musical and as colorful as your pages are. And so when you decided to start taking care of children, what kind of impression did you want to leave on parents, on the community, on the children themselves? What were you thinking?
My wife and I own Better Child Care Center, and some of the things that we offer, I didn't receive those things as a kid, so I'm the owner, so I get to do what I want to do. And so some of the things that we offer is yoga, meditation, music. Of course, we teach them. We have horses and goats and chicken. I have a huge fishing pond, go karts, racing track, basketball goals, swimming pools. Anything that I thought a kid would like, I wanted it to be. This would be their daycare center and their field trip. So we teach them how to fish. Of course, they have to throw the fish back in. We teach them life skills, how to sew, how to cook, how to iron clothes, how to cope with their emotions, versus just being wild out there. So these are the type of the things that we teach at Our Better Child Care Center that a lot of other facilities don't. And I'm very proud to say that we are a trendsetter, because some of the centers now, my competition, are doing those things now that I've started offering those things.
Yeah, that's incredible. I wish we could follow you with a camera, because I would love to see the faces of these kids when they're exploring all of these things that you're offering them. And so,
Mhm.
what has been some of the feedback, not from even from the parents, but from the kids? Like, what's some of the feedback that you get from these kids as they're experiencing these things?
Well, I asked them. I'm hands on. Most of the time, what would you like? What do you like? What would you like to have here at this center? And they tell me. I allow them to write it down. I listen to their thoughts and I consider it. And most of the time, I make it happen for them. I allow them to give me their opinions. They're little people. They have
Wow.
emotions just like we do, thoughts just like we do, feelings just like we do. They know what they want. And so I ask, and they tell me, "Oh, Miss Tanya, this PS5 is out, and we want this game. Oh, Miss Tanya, I saw this on TV." And another thing, "Oh, Miss Tanya, I saw you on YouTube." I'm like, "OMG, which video did you which video? Which video did you see?" So those type things. Those type things. But most importantly, it's the affirmations that I teach them
Mm.
every single day, Monday through Friday, 3 times a day. When they're doing it that many times, they will not forget it. It's going to go with them as adults. Affirmations, letting them know that they are important. There's nothing in this world that I cannot do. I am wonderful. I am loved. Yes, I am. I just scream it to the top of your lungs. I let them get it all out. Then it's nap time most of the time. So all this energy. So these are the things that I do. I let them wild out. I let them having fun, but they wild out most of the time with their ideas. I let them know that they matter.
And so what are the parents saying that they see out of these children based on these experiences?
Even when it comes to the parents, it's so funny. My son came to up to me, and Mrs. Tanya said, you, Mom, you are wonderful. Mom, you are dope. Mom, you are the bomb." They got that from Mrs. Tanya. So they ain't even encourage the parents most of the time. Yes.
Wow. Wow. And so was it just a matter of, you know what, I didn't get these things as a kid? Because none of us got those things as a kid at the child care centers that we
No.
went to. Um, was that really the motivating, was that the driver for you to be able to create this space for children? There just aren't a lot of places that provide those things.
Yes, because it's needed. It is needed. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring to you. So I want them to, hey, know how to grow your own food. You know how to grow your own food, the importance of having your own land. I teach them those things. A lot of it during story time. So I just think that it is very important to know the basics. They're not teaching you a lot of the life skills in public schools or private schools. And so since I own my own facilities, it cannot tell me what I cannot do when it comes to those little things, which are big
Wow.
things.
Yeah, yeah, they are. And so now that I'm getting to talk to you and I hear you, I understand why your music is as powerful as it is because you're passionate about a lot of things in life and
It's,
how we to be that concerned or to be that motivated and inspired by children is actually really a powerful thing that I'm sure translates into a lot of different areas of your life.
when they're in my care, I'm responsible for them. So I'm even cautious when it comes to my team members. You never know what you're going to get. When you're doing the interviews, they're putting on their best front. So I pay attention. This is why I have cameras. I watch everything as much as possible. I'm
Mm,
responsible for the little ones.
right. I'm glad you brought that up because one of the things that we talk about often is that many businesses run by women don't have any employees. And so to run two facilities, you are hiring teachers and some security and
Mhm.
counselors. And so what is your process for finding the right people? Is there a philosophy that you have about how you bring the best people to work with you?
I pay attention to energy, movement, words, but most importantly, energy. If I'm not feeling it, there is no sense to make a second interview. I'm not going to lie and say, "Hey, we'll give you a call back." I simply say, "Thank you for your time, and I wish you the best." Period.
And you rely on that heavily, huh? Your instinct
Energy,
about
yes, it matters. Tone, all of that, it matters. It matters.
and that has been, I'm guessing that has guided you through all the folks that you have brought. And I'd imagine that you've had good results with that.
I've had good results. I've had some bad, some had that slip got me. But when I realized it, hey, they wasn't there that very much long.
What else would you like to see with the childcare centers? Like, do you have any other dreams or goals for where you'd like to take it?
Yes, I would like for it to expand. I'm about to be open to volunteers, more science. Um, just there's a lot. There's a lot. I just it's scattered right now. I have to organize it, but it's definitely a lot that I want to lot more than I want to offer my kids.
So let's go back to the music. So tell us about Good Woman.
Good Woman is a song cry. It's a song cry. Unfortunately, most people, adults, we go through heartbreak, and I'm just talking about it. You don't deserve a good woman if you having this cake, quote unquote, attitude. So I'm talking about it. Basically, the song is co-written by Darian Billy Jr., which is he goes by Lab Ops, Joel. Those two guys, gentlemen, presented me the song, and I added to it. So pretty much the second half and a lot of the harmonies.
I want to encourage the audience to go to your YouTube channel and watch your videos because they're beautiful, they're fun, they have beautiful people in them. There's beautiful energy, to use your word, beautiful energy in them. What is your creative team like?
Oh man, I have a wonderful creative team. But when it comes to most of the visuals, a few of them are, I've pretty much written them out myself, but we brainstorm. Pretty much the songs that I write, it tells the story. So it makes the visual easy. It's nothing difficult about it. Well, it's not difficult for me, I guess, because I'm creative and I just want it to look good. I want it to work. I want them to feel the music through the video as if, say, the video didn't have any sound.
You said your life is the inspiration for a lot of your music. When do you know I want to write about this, or I want, or this is something I want to express through song?
It just comes. It just happens. And a lot of time it happens when I'm sleeping. It's like my wife had to get used to this. She's used to it now, but she had to get used to this. I would just wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, okay, this melody came to me or these words just came to me, and I would get my phone, voice memo, and I would hum it out real quick so I would not forget the melody, or I would even talk out and sing the words. It comes to me a lot of that through dreams.
Could you talk a little bit more about that? It's interesting because I've had conversations about the creative process and how
Mhm.
artists understand that. A lot of times it's not necessarily understood in business, but musicians do that. Like when a melody comes to them or a song comes to them, if they've got a napkin or whatever, they take it as it comes and they act on it. And a
Yes.
lot of us who are in business, ideas will come and we dismiss them. They come back again and we're like, oh, that won't work. And so I really want you to emphasize that for some of the entrepreneurs in the audience, the importance of really listening to your spirit, your soul, when things come through you, and the benefit of taking note, taking action, recording it, but really moving on the inspiration that comes through you.
If you miss it, just know the next person that get it, don't get mad because they got it because you received it first and you chose not to do something with it. That is my logic. I take it and I go with it. I feel that it is a blessing and it is just for me, and I go with it. I won't let it pass.
There is Elizabeth Gilbert did this. It's a YouTube piece that she did, but
Mhm.
she talks about stuff coming through her and her running to try and write it all down. And sometimes she will miss it, and she can literally see it like just leaving her, and she imagines it going off to someone else who's ready to receive it or ready to embrace it. It's an interesting, like I said, musicians get it. It would really benefit entrepreneurs if they could understand the importance of yeah, how important that is to receive inspiration and act on it. What is next in music for you?
Some hits. Timeless music. Just being real with it. There is only one you. So it's like, hey, I talk to myself all the time out loud, don't mind it. I encourage myself all the time. And I'm like, I am everywhere that I go. So that's pretty much what it is.
Any dreams for collaborations with other artists, whether we know them or not, or performances? Are there places that you'd like to perform? Any big goals around that or dreams around that?
Yeah, this may sound corny to some people, but Soul Train, I grew up watching it. I would love to be on that stage just because it's for us. I would like to work with individuals like Babyface, Maxwell, Adele. I'm a fan of Adele. I just love real, authentic music, music that makes you feel. I just love real music, good music. I love the horns, all the instruments, the sounds, all of that. Like even when I'm in the studio, I try to create different sounds. I'm bold enough. Some people, I do this. I ask for the individuals that are in heaven. I ask my ancestors, hey, help me write this song. I go deep with it. They know things that we don't know, and they see things that we do not see. So it would be foolish of me of not to ask. And I ask often.
Absolutely. And you listen, obviously,
Yes.
and receive. Yeah, because
Yes.
that's more important, right?
I feel that I am deserving of it. I mean, look at the things that they went through for us. They want to see, I believe that they want to see me win. So some of the losses that they got, the wins are coming through me, and I want to make them proud.
How do you deal with disappointment?
I'm trying to have that. I'm not going to have a potty mouth on here. I try to have that. I don't give a, attitude is challenging, but I understand that sometimes not giving up bloop is a sense of freedom. I'm working on it. I have not mastered that yet, but I won't let it take me down. I'll have my moment, sleep on it, and I'm like, okay, today is a new day. That means I am up. It is a new start. What's next? I deal with it, and then I let it go.
So you recover quickly.
I better. It's too much to do. It is too much to do. I mean, it goes by so fast. It is too much to do. So yes, I deal with it, and then I let it go.
Do you think that one of these passions will overtake the other, or is it your goal to continue doing both for as long as you can?
I will do both for as long as I can, but I know music is never leaving me.
Is the goal to, or one of your goals possibly, to grow the center and eventually grow it to a point where you could sell it, the children's center? Or do you really enjoy being where you are right now?
I enjoy being where I'm in right now, and I don't believe selling it is in the future. I would pass it on. I don't think that I'm going to sell it. So right now I'm paying attention who's showing interest. And so whomever is showing interest, I'm going to teach them. Whoever, it doesn't have to be a family member. When they see this, I'm hoping that it is, but it's not. It's whoever is paying interest and who I feel is going to keep it going and take it to the next level. I'm looking forward to passing that baton. I just don't know. We don't know who we are passing that baton to as of yet.
Right. So is there a tour in the planning? Like, where can we see you other than YouTube? Will there be opportunities for nationally for us to see you perform?
Absolutely. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia right now. I'm from Texas. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia right now with some team members, and we're working on my performance show as we speak. Like when I'm done with this, I'm headed to studio.
Great. Are you working on a tour? Is the goal to have a tour schedule?
Yes, absolutely. This is why we're working on the performance show, the sets.
Very cool.
We're getting it together now.
So tell us where you are so we can follow you and look for you and show up at your concerts when they come near us.
Okay. You can visit www.tanyanolan.net, and that is Tanya with an A. Instagram, I am Tanya Nolan. Facebook, Tanya Nolan. TikTok, Tanya Nolan. It's all Tanya Nolan. Search engines, just put in Tanya Nolan and you will be able to find me.
Well, I'm starting to follow everything. We're going to encourage everyone to follow you. And just wishing you the best on everything and looking forward to hearing more from you and seeing you in person one day.
Thank you. And likewise, I appreciate you having me on this show. It means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week with another great guest. Take care until then.
The Business First podcast is hosted and produced by Sonia Alleyne. Associate producer, Ariel Mancebo. Executive producer, Ken Johnson. Find the Business First podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. And on social at business_first_podcast on IG. The Business First podcast is a Mean Old Line Media production.